It's, it's, it's time.
Hello, and welcome to the 8th annual Ratchet and Clank Speedrunning Awards. Um, I am 24/7 Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm here with It's Scary. Oh, actually, okay, I think you're on stream now.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hello. Hi. It is me. I'm the other guy.
And we will be hosting today. So yeah, it's been another year already, which is kind of crazy. I guess firstly, I'll just ask, what do you think? What do you think have been the highlights of this year for Ratchet runs?
That is a pretty hard question. I think definitely the biggest highlight to me was seeing how much activity there was this year because I mean, I've said it before, but like last year felt a bit like stale. Like there wasn't as much activity, there were less players, not many new rookies, and this year it really feels like we popped off. We had a lot of like new runners. We had a lot of like people coming back to the games and just like getting insane times. We had a lot of like new events, and also stuff like GDQ coming up, a lot of marathons. We had ESA, which was massive for Ratchet. I think it was actually like probably one of the best years in terms of just like Ratchet runs overall, being a fan of Ratchet speedrunning.
Yeah,
I think
I think definitely what you said about the rookies. Like we've had some pretty crazy rookies this year, which is a great transition into our first category, which is Rookie of the Year. So yeah, I guess let's take a look at the nominees. So, first of all, for Rookie of the Year, we have Gangumaran, who has been a new Rac 2 runner this year. On the PS3 version, the vanilla PS3 version, and they've been running quite a few categories. Like they did APB, shout out to PS3 APB, and no IMG any percent. Yeah, they've just been giving the game a shot. And
yeah, I feel like about Gangi, they've also like played like very like a lot pretty much like throughout the year, and we've also seen like this like kind of like smaller community of like Japanese runners, just like especially Rac 2 playing, and it's really great to see like this kind of activity as well.
Yeah, for sure. Then our next rookie is Fruhara, who began by running Rift Apart PC, and she actually ended up running quite a lot of PC categories, like all of the mainboard categories, and I think all of the cadex. She currently has the PC records for most of the cadex. She also played SAC and Rac 1 and did quite a bit in the prelay. And then after that we have Never Neighbor, who was quite a unique rookie. Never Neighbor has exactly one run on their profile, and it was a Rac 1 NG Plus world record. which is not something that a lot of people can say. And you can
Yeah,
say
especially as
it
a
was,
rookie, pretty much.
yeah. And you can say it was because of Pokeskip, but the truth is no one was doing Pokeskip in like no top runner was doing Pokeskip and going for NG plus world record with it. And so Never Neighbor just said, well, I'm gonna be the person who does this, and they were. So I think definitely they gotta respect that.
Yeah, and I feel like they also like came in like as at the right time because there weren't like many people like focusing on Rock One at the time, so there was like enough space to like start learning Pokeskip, like get good at like what matters, and just like get a world record and show people that like you can actually like do it in runs. So like pretty insane accomplishment there.
Yeah. And then we have Shrine Fiction, another Rac 2 runner similar to Gangi. Um, they have been playing on emulator, both PS2 and PS3 BL mod. Um, and yeah, they've been. Um, he's managed to get a top 10 time in PS2 no IMG. He got world record in FPM only, and has just been playing a variety of Rac 2 categories. And then, of course, we have T-Dex, who has really had a pretty insane rookie year. I mean, as we know, he was nominated for Runner of the Year this year, which only one person has ever been nominated for Runner of the Year in their rookie year, which was Franscore back in 2018. So that is no
Yeah,
small feat. And I mean, it's definitely been deserved because he got. I mean, he managed to get Rift Apart PC sweep in really like a few months, which is crazy. And then he also played All for One, and I've got to say, like, I did not think that my All for One NG Plus world record was going to be like um, under threat. Like, there was time saved, but it's a tough category. But I mean, he took it. He just managed to um, learn all of the strats and hit them. So
hmm
yeah, pretty crazy year,
yeah,
definitely.
it was pretty unexpected. I think T-Rex like really proved that like as a rookie, like you can like focus on pretty much just going all in, just like immediately, just like focusing on like trying to be the best right out of the gates, and definitely proved he can do it. So I mean, on multiple games as well, it's definitely a really amazing achievement.
Yeah, definitely. But those are our nominees. So um, let's get to the winners. So uh, in third place, uh, the bronze guy for Rookie of the Year goes to Never Neighbor.
Whoa!
In second place, the silver guy for Rookie of the Year goes to Genki Marin. And then in first place, your 2025 Rookie of the Year is T-Dex.
Let's go. Can we get T-Rex in if they are in chat for a quick speech?
Yeah,
And
if you're in chat, just join in
this way we can also
any
give them.
VC
Even,
and we'll
yeah,
drag you in. Oh, there we go.
yeah, we'll give you a golden guy.
Hello, congratulations.
Yeah, hi.
Hello, TX.
Hello.
GG.
Thank you.
So, how does it feel to like, just I mean, pretty much got into Russia this year, and you're already, like, you already got the title of Rookie of the Year, Best Player, New Player of the Year.
I mean, I'm Well, what can I say? I'm quite happy with the achievement I've done.
Yeah, I think you've done really a lot, and yeah, I mean, a lot of the other people did a lot too, but like the amount of stuff you've done like throughout all the games, like how good like you've gotten at all of them, like just were record level. I think a lot of people just kind of saw this one coming because it was really earned.
Yeah, I
So
also
yeah, yeah.
I
So
also
sorry,
had
go
like
on.
because I'm feeling I might be winning this since been quite I've been doing quite well with the game. So
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
What would you say was like your favorite one to run?
um, well, if I had to say like game wise, it would be Rift Apart. But also like Alpha One
Yes.
is also really fun.
Hmm. We should get more. We should get more of full run love. To be honest, I feel like it's a bit overrated at times. I feel like the run can be pretty fun.
Yeah, Alpha One
But
deserves more love.
actually, true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, thank you, T-Rex, for like being part of the community. I mean, I hope you'll stay for long because you've definitely proven that like you can definitely like be. I mean, you definitely are one of the top players. So yeah,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'll be still here for a long time since I have a plan of doing one category of every game. So
Yeah.
oh,
Let's go.
that's a good, something cool to look forward to.
yeah,
All right. Well, congratulations.
All
Definitely
right,
a well-earned victory. So yeah, your golden guy will be coming in 3 to 5 business days. Um, all right.
okay.
yeah,
Thanks.
expect some mail.
Okay, thank you all.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
See
bye
ya.
bye.
Goodbye. Okay, that was Rookie of the Year.
Yes. And yeah, the votes for that were like T-Dex won by quite a considerable margin. And yeah, I mean, like no disrespect to the other rookies, but T-Dex just had really an incredible year. So yeah, a very deserved victory there. But now we will move on to
Absolutely.
our second category, which is Community Member of the Year. So here are our nominees.
Oh yes.
Okay, so first nominee for Community Member of the Year is someone called 24/7 Yu-Gi-Oh. This
Who's that guy?
person, I think they're a member of the community. I've heard that they've been helping out with the Rac Awards. I've heard that that's something they did.
Could be
Yeah,
true.
yeah, and he also has quite a number of spreadsheets about statistics in the series. So that's the first nominee. Next up, we have Asaki,
Yeah.
who has been very important in adding things to Rackman for one thing, giving the community tools that very useful. Yeah. So yes, Asaki.
Okay. Wait. Sorry, my internet is like really bad right now. I think yours isn't great as well. But I just want to add for like both the first two nominees. I feel like sometimes it's overlooked much like Yugi does for the community. Also, like the spreadsheets as well. I feel like they're like sometimes they're kind of like forgotten about, but they have like so much cool information. And also for Izaki, like he obviously does a lot for Rackman, and he did help like so much behind the scenes this year. Like a lot of times he didn't even want to, but like he ended up like helping. So he is really done a lot. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. Yeah, Asaki has been you know, quite an important community member this year. So then we have It's Scary.
Oh yeah.
It's Scary has also been helping out behind the scenes, and has been really very important behind the scenes for a bunch of stuff like Rac Attack, the Rac Awards, the relay, like all of that. Scary was very important to making sure that those ran properly.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about this guy. But yeah, I guess if I have to say a few things, I did try to, I don't know, just kind of help a bit more with the community this year. That was kind of like one of my main goals as like I became mod. So yeah, that's kind of what I tried to do.
And then we have the Sajbin, who has always been around the community, and they've created tutorials. They've helped with the monthly recaps, and yeah, they've really helped create some community resources, which are very needed.
Yeah, they're also like very active in people's chat. Like you probably like see them like in just on watching Ratchet on Twitch.
Yeah, definitely. And then our last nominee is Robo, who has helped with a number of things for the community. She helped to organize some of the events, adding things to Rackman, and she's also been, in a number of Twitch chats. You can see her in Twitch chat right now.
That is true. Yeah, also a lot of write-ups and like recap and the community news.
Yeah. So those are our nominees, and let's take a look at the winners. So in third place, we have the Sajbin.
Give it up for Sajbin!
In second place, we have 24/7 Yu-Gi-Oh!
No way.
And in third place, in first place, the 2025 Community Member of the Year. The 2025 Community Member of the Year is It's Scary. So
no way.
It's Scary.
Wait,
if you're here.
Let's see if they join VC.
Yeah, I don't know if they're here.
Oh yeah, I'll get them to join VC.
Yo.
I'm here. That is cool. Okay. I guess I'll try to give like a short speech. I didn't really expect this one. Cause I was expecting some of the votes to kind of not take account what kind of went behind the scenes. Because it usually happens with community member quite a lot. I think it's not as much a thing nowadays. It used to be a thing back then. But I think this award, to be honest, could have gone to me. Could have gone I think to you, Yuki, as well, or especially like Roba and Izaki. They have done like so much, I think, this year for just organizing events and stuff like that, just like making sure that like they were a big help to just organizing things. Because like I said it pretty much like before, but I just wanted to make fun events this year for the community. So I probably wouldn't have been able to do that without like the help of others, because just someone just helping me on a small thing means so much for the success of whatever I want to organize. But yeah, obviously, like we had like the podcast, we had Rac Attack, we had the prelay and all that, and I mean it was fun. This kind of means to me that like people enjoyed like how that was handled this year, and I mean if that was the case, I'll definitely do more. So yeah, I guess thank you.
Yeah, the events this year were definitely like they've been pretty good. And so yeah, it'll be great to see that continue in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always down to like help or just like plan those, because I don't know, I just kind of like giving back to the community, because I like, especially like the last few months, I haven't like run that this much, but I still want to be like a part of it. And you know, like I know like most of the people in it, I like obviously most of the people in it. So yeah, I'm just gonna do my best to make sure that everybody's having fun.
Yeah, well, congratulations on the award.
Thank you. Can't wait for my golden guy.
Yeah, it's coming in the mail. Okay, so
Let's go.
that was Community Member of the Year. Our next category is going to be Video of the Year. So let's take a look at the nominees. Okay, so Video of the Year. We have four. Well, we have an array of videos here. First off, we have How the Snowman Saved Ratchet and Clank Speedruns by Chili. This is a video about level stacking and level smashing. And it's, I mean, I think it does a very good job of not just explaining the trick, but, explaining the history of it and where it leaves the community today and like the impact that it had.
It sets up a good narrative as well.
Yeah.
So it was just like generally like a very like really well thought out video. For like, I think it was like Chili said also like this was his first time working on it. Like that's,
yeah,
that's pretty good project.
Yeah, this is an incredible video for a first video to make. So next we have the airdrop world record history video by It's Scary.
Oh, God.
This video, it tells a story. It's a deep dive into the history of a level that you wouldn't. It's an interesting video, and if you want to watch it, you can find it on the Deadlocked IL boards.
Yeah, I guess the main thing of it was just like, oh, I should like record like an IL, but since it's airdrop and it's gonna be an auto scroller, I can like do a speedrun documentary video type of thing, and I just did then submitted it as an IL. And he should not be here alongside all these, I'm gonna be honest, but okay.
Next up, we have Why Every Ratchet Speedrunner Hates This Planet by Zem, which is an hour-long video about the history of Marcadia, which is obviously a planet that has, a ton of history. And it explains, all of the tricks, how, first you had to do the missions, and, there was Mission 3 turret skip, and then, eventually with the tier guys, you could skip the missions, but you needed to get the tier guys, so that was only in NG+. And then later on with boxies, now it's gone all the way down from like 11 minutes to 1 minute. So yeah, it's a pretty in-depth video about that whole history. And then next up, we have, of course, the Rac 2 No IMG TAS. And, it's the first full game Ratchet & Clank TAS that we've gotten since 2021. And, I mean, it's a TAS. It's pretty crazy. It's 12:40 was the final time. The RTA record is 16:27. And, I think the biggest thing about this TAS is that really, every planet has something new, pretty much. It's not just, the RTA strats done fast. It is an insanely creative TAS. As you can see there, that Siberius launch is, just a crazy strat right there, that I know took, an insane amount of time to actually get working. Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a task that show the actual potentials of pretty much tossing. It actually makes use of the tools to show off something that you wouldn't able to see otherwise in a run. So I love re-unique strats. Definitely a great project, and a lot of people working on it as well. So they definitely showed that a project of this size can be made for Rac.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't know, maybe we'll see more. I'm not sure.
Maybe. And then finally we have The Trick That Ruined Ratchet & Clank 3, which is a video about the trick that ruined Ratchet & Clank 3. But maybe it's not. Because this video goes over the history of boxies, which, people have opinions about boxies, but
yeah,
it talks about, how boxies were first found, and then how they've now become incorporated into the run. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of a subversive videos, because you probably would have expected from the title to be more about the boxy hate or whatever, but it I think it does a decent actually a pretty good job of explain the history of the trick and all of that. I think having two Zen videos in here, I think a lot of his project have improved throughout the year, and it definitely show again a lot of ability to build up a narrative as well in his videos. So just seeing from this year, we actually had a lot of Ratchet videos project. Yeah, I think this just kind of shows that these kind of videos can be made, and there's a lot of potential for just making something great like these people did. So yeah, hopefully this gets more people to work on projects like these.
Yeah, definitely. Well, okay. Let's take a look at the winners now. So, in third place, video of the year, we have Why Every Ratchet Speedrunner Hates This Planet by Zem. In second place, we have How the Snowman Saved Ratchet & Clank Speedruns by Chili. And then the 2025 video of the year is the Ratchet & Clank 2 No IMG TAS by
Whoa!
and like a group of people like Pentali,
Yeah, a really
Robo,
big group of people.
Isaki. So if any of you want to join BC, feel free to. But I do have to say shoutouts to Chili for second place because no video has ever beaten a TAS in video of the year. Like the other two full game TASs that we had, they both won video of the year. And Chili's video did actually come quite close to beating the TAS. So yeah, so I do have to say, you know, like big shout out to Chili's video there. Like
See if we get anyone to join. Pentali. We get Pentali. Might take a sec. Oh, there he is.
Oh, here we go. No.
Hello, Pentali, and congrats.
Yo, do you hear me by the way? Is the mic working?
Yeah, we do hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit scuffed, but it worked. So yeah,
Yeah, I want to start by saying I might be the one talking right now, but this is the work of more than just me. It's a team effort, and I want to give a special thanks to Izaki who made the tools that were needed to create this task. So he should be the one talking right now, to be fair. But yeah, wow, I wasn't expecting this. I didn't even have my mic on me. I want to say thank you to everyone who voted, and TASs are cool. We like TASs.
I definitely
sure
agree.
Oh yeah, can you remind us like who else worked on this project? If you can actually like, if like I think
okay.
it's yeah. Sorry, go on.
It was me, Isaac Robo, Emerald, Lyra Moon, and Mobius, who did the actual testing. Then we had help from Torbulen, we had help from Fear, and we had help from Does This Username. And Xantho was also with us. Yeah, so those were the main people who were making the task. Then we
that's a pretty big team as well.
Yeah. Then we also
Are you
had help from Cypress old test videos, of course.
I mean, I think you can really see that a lot of effort was put into this. I remember when y'all were making this, like, when I saw you like in VC, or like, I think I saw like people talking about like it was just like playing stuff like every day until it worked. I remember like you're playing with my PS3 at ESA or something as well to test stuff for the task. So, yeah, I'm glad to see it here. Definitely a really great project.
Was probably, or definitely more than 500 hours combined.
Yeah,
I can say that. I can say that confidently.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
I guess you'll...
thanks. And if you want to send the golden guy, send it to Isaac.
Yeah. Can we clone the golden guy for this occasion? Like we need like 10 of them.
I think we can. I'll have to go down to the factory, but I think we can make that work.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, we can have them like reproduce like the prototype. They just like spit out a bunch of like little golden guys.
Can we get a small PNG of the golden guy?
But yeah, thank you, Pentali.
Yeah,
And,
congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats again.
Yeah, I mean, just a crazy test, really. Like, really amazing to see. Now, okay, we have reached the halfway point, pretty much, of the ceremony. We have Strat Hunter run and Runner left to go. But I think before that, maybe we could play a bit of a game. So I'm sure you all remember the hit Ratchet and Clank GeoGuessr straight from the mind of Yo Andrew. So I thought we could play some Ratchet and Clank GeoGuessr, but with a twist. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you a frame from an iconic clip that happened this year, and it'll slowly zoom out, and we'll see if you can guess, or anyone in chat, where the clip is for one thing, but also what's about to happen in the clip. So I think it'll be interesting. So here we go.
Incoming cancer trick. No! You son of a bitch. Okay.
Why does he say I wonder what mom would think of— What? What's happening? What?
Okay, there we go. I think that was pretty fun.
That was cool.
All right, well, we're into the big four now. Strat Hunter, Run, and well, I guess Run Hunter. I mean, that's kind of true. But let's take a look at Strat of
is.
the Year. Right, so for Strat of the Year, we have. I mean, this was an interesting year for strats. I'd say it definitely wasn't as big as past years, but I think that's just because past years have been pretty crazy, really.
A lot of really big stuff, a lot of holy grails in past years, so I guess it makes sense that this one was a little bit more tamer.
Yeah.
But I mean, that doesn't mean that like we don't have good strats, because I think, you know, a lot of cool stuff was found. But yeah, you
Yeah.
get to know minis.
Right, so first of all, we have bolt smuggling in Tools of Destruction. Obviously, this is an iteration on auto scroller skip. First of all, we had auto scroller skip back in 2022, and then in 2023 we got good auto scroller, or 2024 we got good auto scroller skip. But it seemed pretty impossible that you would be able to do it in AGB, because obviously you need the auto scroller bolts. But it turns out that if you do an unpaused load, and you collect a bolt while you're loading into an auto scroller, then you can actually collect a bolt that is, for all intents and purposes, counted as the auto scroller bolt. What that lets us do is it lets us do auto scroller skip in AGB, which is definitely welcomed, because now the only category where you actually have to do the auto scrollers is Hundo. And this was what got AGB to be sub-hour, which is pretty cool.
That's definitely a pretty big strat for Todd. Finally getting rid of the other scrollers. So yeah.
Yeah. Next up, we have the any percent load canceling route in Deadlocked. So obviously load cancelling has been known for quite some time, but it was never really understood, to be honest, because what it turns out you can do is, if you load cancel onto a different planet and complete a mission, then you can actually end up completing missions like further along in the mission table and essentially further in the game. And basically what this allows us to do is, I guess, kind of backdoor our way into later missions in the game. And so we, in any percent, you hit a mission that unlocks all planets, and then you just need to accumulate points, and we do that by hitting missions that have actually been cut from the game, and we'll give like 60,000 points. So, really, a very interesting route in terms of routing, definitely. And, it saves like 30 minutes over the old any percent. So definitely a pretty big strat there.
Yeah, changes completely like the way the categories play as well. And yeah, like it's pretty interesting. This was something that was known, but like a lot of people just like didn't really like look into it. Like I remember when I think like interest in this was like sparked by Robo, when like she posted a clip of if I'm not wrong, of like the load council like showing up like the mission name, and people were like, oh yeah, like that just happens. But obviously there was more to it, and I mean, hopefully there's still more we have to see. So yeah.
Yeah. Then next up we have cam glides in Rac 2. I mean, I think they work in Ouya as well, right? But I don't think they have a use yet. But regardless,
Yeah,
cam glides
I
have
think so.
been a very interesting strat. And I think they've seen more applications than people would have thought. Like, I think people didn't really think it was going to be that impactful, but it actually has found quite a few uses. Like, in any percent, there's the one on Smog that you can see in the clip there. There's well, I mean, in Boots any percent, there's the Dobbo one that Fear SR does, and you know, there's a variety in APB, PBSPI, max percent, and yeah, I mean, definitely just a cool trick. I know Fear was saying that it was about time that Rac 2 had a flying glitch of some sort, because yeah, it really doesn't. Like, this is kind of the first glitch that it's had to, you know, really fly, I guess. And particularly because it's so minimal, like you really don't need a whole lot to do it. Like, you know, you don't need NG Plus or anything, or charge boots, or like, you know, you can do it really without a
Yeah.
whole lot.
Pretty easy setup as well. Can be
Yeah.
finicky, but it's something that definitely like show that it can be like implemented here and there. So like, I think it's definitely a cool shot, and it's the, you know, another thing in Rac 2 that we find that you can just do, and it's always like cool to see more.
Yeah. Next up, we have Clank Ledge proxies, which have been very important in PokeSkip this year. Obviously, I mean, this has been the year of PokeSkip, really, now that we've seen it, you know, not just get implemented into runs, but actually, you know, saving minutes now over the old runs. And, you know, ledge proxies are just another part of the reason to how, you know, PokeSkip has become so fast. I mean, like, now NG plus PokeSkip is like 330 something, which is, I mean, that's, I think, I don't know what Pokecom Gold was, but that's almost faster than Poke at this point, which is crazy. So yeah, Clank Ledge proxy is definitely an important part there.
Yeah, they pretty much made PokeSkip like even faster, and added like, I think it made them. They definitely made it more accessible as well. So if more people want to try, I think Clank proxies really help a lot to actually learn like the full trick, and they also look really cool. So yeah.
Yeah. And then we have the Infernox armor skip in all collectibles, which is, I mean, it's pretty crazy that this even exists in the first place, because
Yeah.
the skill point is buying the Infernox armor. And I mean, you would think that's a pretty, you know, there's not really any way around that. You would think you just have to buy the Infernox armor, but it turns out that you only have to have the Infernox armor equipped on Phoenix, which, I mean, you would think that still doesn't help you, but for some reason there is just a random Infernox crate just out there, and with a really cool strat, you can intercept it perfectly and hit the crate, and then skip having to grind bolts for the skill point in all collectibles, which, you know, I mean, it's a pretty crazy strat, really. Alright, well, now I will say the votes for this category were pretty insane. Like, this is, I mean, this might be the closest vote. I mean, I would say it's definitely the closest vote there's ever been in the Rac Awards, I would think, because this was insanely close. So, first of all, this silver guy that I have here, this should actually be a bronze guy, because we actually have a tie for third place. So in third place, we have both Vault Smuggling and Infernox Skip. Okay. Right, so that's what we have for third place. And would you believe it? Not only do we have a tie for third place, but we also have a tie in first place. So, the LC route and Cam Glides both got first place. And by the way, the first places and the third places were one vote apart. So the golden guy winners had 9 votes and the bronze guy winners had 8 votes. So really, like, an insanely close vote. Now, Scary is telling me that his power died, so I guess he might be back soon. But yeah, I think Robo. I mean, really, there's like 10 people that could join right now. But yeah, Robo, if you want to join for this one, you can. Yo,
Hi.
Congrats.
Yeah. I mean, this is funny because both of these strats, like they were all collaborations, and actually, if you look at all the strats from this year, it's a lot more collaborative than it was in previous years. Like, so all of these strats, I mean, low canceling was me, but it was also like I remember what happened is that I had kind of rediscovered that you could low cancel across planets to finish missions, and this was apparently known for like 5 years, so I was very embarrassed when I posted it in the Discord, and someone was like, yeah, this is like giga known. But then a few days later, Mobius it took his interest, I think, and I woke up and I saw that him and Azaki had cooked up like a massive spreadsheet. So I hopped on, and we basically managed to, from there, route the entire category. You know, we figured more about how the glitch actually worked, and we found that there was a mission that literally unlocked all of the planets in the game, which was just incredibly lucky, by the way. Like, can we acknowledge how lucky this route was? It was really, like... Also, just so many missions that, just happened to line up. It was a really nice coincidence. So we kind of figured that out over the course of the day, and I think Scary was the first one to do a run with it. I think we were racing, actually. And,
Yeah, I remember
happened.
testing the
Nice,
Ducky route for it.
Yeah, and you know, since then the route has changed a bit. That's mostly from Mobius, like finding these like optimizations. So you know, credit to both of those two. And Cam Glides too. I think it's a very similar story because Cam Glides are technically not from 2025. They were known before, but we didn't know how to do them consistently. They were just like a crapshoot before this year. And it was Mobius and Azaki who kind of labbed it out and found out that if you were gliding in a cardinal direction, north, south, east, west, you can just glide and you won't drop. So that was a thing that was found this year that really made them viable. And then I found a few setups for them. You know, Theory was doing them in runs. There's a bunch of people who contributed to rallying them in. Which is interesting, you know. I think as the game gets more advanced and more like the strats become harder to find, we are going to see a lot more collaborations and a lot more like really technical strats that multiple people are working on.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely say, from going on from the any percent LC route, the AEC LC route is, I mean, like a nightmare, with how like technical that is, and because I mean, there's just like so many possibilities, and yeah, like
Yeah, it was super cool to watch the development of that.
and I mean, we've seen with like with FC recently. I mean, that is a weird strat, and you know that I mean that was like a whole collaboration.
It's all the same people. Yeah, that was like a lot of the same people. I know you also found some stuff. It was like
Yeah, it's kind of cool that
Joao.
it's kind of cool that we found these like both in the same year. I mean, technically, the Ouya stuff is not eligible for this year's Rac Awards, but we got like two
Yeah.
major changes to the
Guys,
any
this is spoilers. This is spoilers for next year. What the hell?
That's true.
The
No,
strat
but
wasn't meant to
next
drop
year we're
until
finding.
January.
No, but we're gonna find an even faster Rac 1 NG Plus next year. Trust.
Well, no, because strats, like, we're out of strats to find now, right?
Yeah, there's no more.
That's what.
That was
that's what
the
people are
last
saying.
one.
Yeah, there's no more strats to find.
Yeah, the strat
like-
people
yeah.
called me up and they said we're out. So we're done. It's over.
Yeah. Actually, someone wants to become Strat Hunter of the Year 2027 and 2026. Both of them, because like the other games are out of strats. Like the only strats left are just like inside suck inside matters. So make sure to play only those games.
It's true. Yeah, these are both really cool strats. It's crazy how close the voting was on this one.
Yeah.
I can say that the second place was only one vote away, so we very nearly had a three-way tie, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
and well, I mean, it was almost a
Um,
four-way tie because, like second was also tied. I guess third. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
but yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
congrats,
Four ways would have been crazy.
congrats
Yeah.
to you, and congrats
yeah,
to
yeah, thanks
everyone.
like
Gang.
everyone
Like-
who worked on these. But yeah, all right. So that is Strat of the Year. All right. So next up we have Strat Hunter of the Year. So let's take a look at the nominees there. All right. So first up for Strat Hunter of the Year we have Robo, who obviously you just heard there. So yeah, she worked on quite a few things this year. I mean, bolt smuggling, the LC route, and I mean, well, with FC later in the year. I mean, I guess technically that's not this year, but you know. And yeah, I mean, obviously, Robo's always been a very good Strat Hunter in these games. She won Strat Hunter of the Year the last 2 years in a row, so going for the 3 in a row this year. Then after that, we have 24/7 Yu-Gi-Oh, who I would say the biggest things that he's done. The Deadlock AEC route, as I was talking about there, which you know is really just such a crazy route because, like, you know, there's so many possibilities. Like you can do so much stuff with that route. Like because you know
Yeah, very
AEC.
convoluted. I think.
Yeah. Like AEC used to be pretty rigid, like you had to do all of the missions on 5 stars, you had to get all of the skill points, but you know, now, like, in theory, I mean, there's no mission that you have to do, and there aren't that many skill points that you have to do. And so trying to figure out, you know, what actually you do want to do is, you know, quite a puzzle. And also I would say the other thing is the All for One NG Plus segmented, that I think that was pretty crazy. Saved like 20 minutes on com golds there.
Yeah. And let's not forget the clone home.
That is true. The clone home routing. It's kind of funny because I mean, like we had because like obviously Mobius and I had the game like early, which you know, I feel like that would be kind of controversial if anyone else actually cared about the game, but you know, like we were routing in secret kind of, and we went through like there were like 2 entire like generations of like clipping methods that just never, like by the time the game was actually released, we just never ended up using them, which was pretty funny. But yeah, anyway, next up we have Pentali, who Pentali obviously has been very important for PokeSkip, which, like I said before, I mean, this has been the year of PokeSkip, really. And so, he was very important in getting PokeSkip to be just insanely fast like it is now. And also, of course, very important for the no ING tasks and, all the new strats there. Yeah, I mean, every person here has been nominated for Strat Hunter of the Year many times, and yeah, I mean, I think there's good reason for that. They all keep finding strats, really.
Yeah.
And then
I also want to say, like, this year, like, we saw like strat hunters like come together a lot. Like, I think every time a strat was found this year, like we saw like a lot of like people chilling in VC to like look into it more. So that was like interesting as well.
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of collaborations this year. Then after that we have Joao, who, I mean, really just like crazy strats. Like, Joao has always been the one to find some like insane strats in Ouya, and I mean, he did that again this year. Like, the Infernal skip, like you saw before. I mean, that's a pretty crazy strat. On Vita, the like challenge mode, the like time warp to CC through QE. I mean, I'm not going to claim to know how that works, but I mean, I'm sure that's pretty big for Vita. I mean, I know the Vita era is kind of over now with FC, but still pretty crazy. And yeah, sure, I'll just keep.
He pretty much found all the Vita stuff.
Yeah. And yeah, Joel just keeps finding strats that nobody thought was ever gonna happen. And Joel just finds them, which is pretty crazy. And then we have Asaki, who has contributed to a lot of strats this year. Like the deadlocked load cancelling route, Rac to 80% Jankbot. That's that was a really nice discovery, because you just don't have to worry about bolts pretty much at all in 80% now. Like, that's just basically solved, which is very nice for 80% runners there. And I mean, I'm sure if I pull up the strat list this year, like, you can see Asaki's name on a ton of strats here, like ACM routing, cam glides, PS3 Jankbot, the Tabora Death Abuse. Don't forget the Tabora Death Abuse. The 80% LC route, like, it has been a pretty crazy year for Asaki.
Yeah, I think with all the strats like that were found this year, like in OG3 or OG4, Izaki was like the first one to like look into them pretty much all the times.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a look at the winners now. So, in third place, the bronze guy goes to Joao. In second place, the silver guy goes to Robo. And then in first place, the 2025 Strat Hunter of the Year is Asaki.
Let's go. Can we get Izaki in? Is Izaki even here? I don't see him.
Yeah, he might not be here.
Well, try to
I've-
I'll try to reach out to him real quick. Yeah, I just want to say Izaki did the real out this year. I mean, he also like, according to him, he has like found. I think he said, "I have found nothing," which is like literally not true. Um, he looked into like a lot of like the stuff that were found, and yeah, just a really like dedicated like shot hunter. Okay, Sandy, can you join?
Okay.
Okay, it's joining. There we go. Hello.
Yo.
Congrats, Izaki. You won Strat Hunter of the Year award.
Oh my god, it's such an honor to win this award. Oh my god, this is so crazy.
It is pretty big. I mean, you found a lot of stuff this year.
No, I didn't.
Both. No, you did. You did.
Anything.
Can someone in chat like get the source? Pull up the source.
No source. Ain't no source, man.
No, but you found like so much stuff like this year. Not only in Ratchet, but like if we gotta give you credit in the iconic The Legend of Spyro series. So like,
Okay,
I think this
I'll
like,
take that
it's
one.
hard.
I'll take that one. I'll take that one. But
Can we also get like a golden Sparks for this guy?
yeah, can we just give like the award to whoever is second place, like the golden guy?
I don't think we should do that.
Can I give it to Joao? Can I give it to third place if I can't give it to the second place?
No, it's not allowed.
It's not allowed.
It's yours. It's yours.
You don't tell me what to do.
You earned
I
it.
will.
The
I'll
golden
send
guy
it.
has already been
It's
engraved.
okay. You can melt it. Yeah, you can melt it and like sell the gold or something. You can sell it to like a pawn shop. Like you can do whatever you want with it.
Okay, I can do that. Yeah. But
But it was earned.
No, man. I don't like actually. I don't know. But I guess thank you.
He doesn't know.
Maybe
Alright,
okay,
well-
but like for real, like if I next year I'm not gonna find anything, nothing. I quit.
Okay.
I quit, and then if I still get votes, oh my god, something is wrong. Like for real.
Okay, we'll see next year when you find I don't know, all for one like first chapter skip or whatever.
Bro, ain't no one playing that game, man.
But yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
but
Zach, and
I'll
congrats.
take it for the Tabora Death Abuse though. I'll take it.
Yes,
Like,
that's
that,
deserved.
that was a good
That's very
strat. I'll admit. Nah, jokes aside, thanks. Alright, I'm gonna go right now. See ya.
Okay,
Alright.
see ya.
Congratulations. Alright, well, that is Strat Hunter of the Year, which means we've only got 2 left now. Runner of the Year and Runner of the Year. Right, so let's take a look at the nominees for Run of the Year. So, for Run of the Year, we've got 6 nominees this year. Yeah, so first of all, we have Rac 1 NG Plus in 1549 by Talpi. This is a run that I think everyone was waiting for, really, because we've known that PokeSkip was faster in NG Plus for a while now, and we've known that it was actually a fair bit faster, but it was a while before anyone had even gotten record with it, and so now to see Atapi pushing it down 3 minutes, or I guess 2.5 minutes below where the pre-PokeSkip world record was, it feels like finally I mean, this is a good record, this is a record that it's not just record because it has the PokeSkip time save, it's record because it is a good run. And this category now, it's difficult, with all the dust hovers you have to do, like Fleet and Velden 2 dust hover at the end of the run is pretty brutal. And Atapi's really just shown that they're just going to do all of the strats, even if they're difficult. And finally we have a run that actually reflects that.
Yeah, really an incredible run. I mean, the gameplay speaks for itself, like literally.
Yeah. And speaking of the gameplay speaking for itself, next we have a run from Scott
Yeah,
Bozo.
exactly.
So next we have Rac 2 any percent in 34:42. And this is a run that obviously Scotto has held Rac 2 any percent record for 7 years now. The longest standing streak in the series, longest streak ever in the series. And I mean, it shows in this run. You can tell that he has been playing this category for a long time, and he's got the last 48 records in it, and I mean, that's for good reason, because I mean, he's just the best at it. And I think particularly seeing recently seeing a few people hop onto any percent, like Fear and Emerald, and Fear and Emerald, great Rac 2 runners, but they're still pretty far behind Scotto in any percent, because Scotto is, I mean, he's just that good at any percent. He, this is his category, and it's gonna take a long time to actually catch up to him if you're gonna try to.
Yeah, there's a pretty big gap between Scotto's run and every other run on the boards. It's I mean, it's a really insane run. Not much to say about it.
Yeah. Next up, we have Going Commando Black Label mod NG Plus in 5:58. And now, I know calling this the last minute barrier in Rac 2 NG Plus is controversial for a couple reasons, but regardless, I mean, this is a pretty big run, right? To say that Rac 2 can be completed in 5 minutes in any sense, I mean, that's pretty crazy, considering I mean, it's just pretty crazy. To get this run, you need a lot of things to go right, and you also need to, I mean, you just need to execute, and Fear SR can execute in this game, so yeah.
Absolutely, just another case of Fear just pushing the category to its limits.
Then next up we have Ouya NG Plus in 7:39. Now this was an unexpected run, because when Torbulin started this run, the record was 7:51. And so you probably would have thought, his golds also were 7:30, by the way. You probably would have thought that maybe he could get a 7-4x, maybe a low one. But he ended up getting a 7-3x and skipping 4x entirely, which, I don't think anyone saw that coming. And, particularly, like, the end game in this run, like, he enters rescue with a best possible time of 7:38, and he finishes the run with a 7:39, which, is just insane. Like, he lost 1 second in the final, like, 4 splits of the run, which, is just crazy.
I think he said as well that the start of the run wasn't good, but like he pretty much just Kongoled at every split after the first few. So yeah, like the definition of locking in. Like I mean,
yeah, I mean he locked into this run, like, yeah, and yeah, this run happened in January, and it still hasn't been beaten. And I really do not know when this is going to be beat. Like, I would not be surprised if this is still. If this is still record. I mean, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if it's still record going into 2027. It might still be record going into 2028. Like, I don't know. I mean, if there aren't any new strats, like, it's going to be difficult to beat this.
absolutely.
Right, and then we have Todd NG Plus in 32-14. Now, personally for me, I've got to say, like, this is a pretty crazy run. Like, I've got to give a shout out to Torp, like, battling out with Torp in Todd NG Plus in December of last year and January this year. I mean, that was a crazy experience. And like, this run, this was, not just a 32, but, like, a massive 32. Like, even RTA, this is a 32-30. And, like, like, this, I think this is really, I mean, they're going for 31, which, that would be crazy, but this is already, like, I think, a pretty crazy run. The long loads in this also were crazy. That's just a fun fact, but, like, I don't really know how they managed to get those long loads, but this run, like, single-handedly proved that the long load removal was necessary. But yeah, I mean, it's
and it's a great payoff to a grind as well.
Yeah, definitely. And then we have finally Rift Apart PS5 NG Plus in 109.43 by BDud. And yeah, so this is a very cool run. So Rift Apart hasn't had Rift Apart NG Plus on PS5 hasn't had a 10-minute barrier broken since 2021, the year the game released. And now finally this year we actually saw a 10X. And yeah, I mean, like, the Rift Apart is, like, a pretty insane game. Like, the amount of chains and like the wrench boosts and stuff that you have to hit, and like, wrench boosts give you so much speed, and just being able to, like, control that speed is pretty difficult. And so it's a fantastic run to watch. But yeah, like, really, pretty crazy to see, because world record, going into this year was a 112, and I think it was actually like 112.45. And so seeing the record come down like 3 full minutes, like that's pretty big. And B-Dot has certainly proved himself as a runner. I mean, he's already proved himself, but he's really like dominated Rift Apart this year.
Yeah, especially like with a T-Dex like hopping on the game, like Beetle had to like
Yeah.
recon back and like show that like like I'm still really good at the game. I can still like get a better record, and I mean, he definitely did that. This run is pretty insane.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, that those are the nominees. So let's take a look at the winners. So for third place, we do actually have a tie. So for third place, we have both BL Mod NG Plus and Todd NG Plus. Then in second place, we have Rac 1 NG Plus. And then in first place, the run of the year 2025, we have Rac 2 80%. Now this was a surprise because like Rac 1 NG Plus was actually cheers for the 3. You're right, Torb. That is a 3. But yeah, Rac 2 80%. So Rac 1 NG Plus was ahead in the votes for pretty much like the entire time, like throughout all of Rac 1. Throughout all of round 1, and pretty much all of round 2, except for like the last day when Rac 2 80% took the lead. But yeah, that is run of the year, Rac 2 80%. So if Scott is here, I don't know if he is here, but feel free to join VC if you are here.
Yep.
But yeah, like I said, I mean, this is Scotto's 48th world record in this category, so like, I mean, that's pretty insane. Like, to have that level of dominance for so long,
Yeah, I think like it could like easily be underrated because like I think, especially like like maybe like last year where like a lot of people weren't replaying any percent, like it can be like, oh yeah, like nobody was playing it, so like world record must not be that good, but like it obviously is because Scott has spent a lot of time playing it. He knows like he pretty much knows like the perfect movement and just like what is the execution you should go for in each of the splits, and he really pulled off a great run. That is like I think definitely going into 2026, this is gonna definitely. I don't even know if I mean Scott might definitely go for a world record, but I don't know if this run will be beaten or like if any of his records will be contested by someone else. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting because Rac 2 80% has been, there's been some people running it. Like I know Emerald is going for record. Fear he's doing BL mod with boots. So it'll be interesting to see what time he gets there. I know Eli, like yesterday, he was playing it, so and maybe Zem will come back too. So it could be the year of Rac 2 80% next year. But I think Scotto might not be here. If he does get here at any point,
Then
then
the gold guys.
yeah. Well, in that case, I suppose we will move on to the final category. So, runner of the year, 2025. So let's take a look at the nominees. So, first of all, we have Atapi. And like I was talking about with Rac 1 NG+, Atapi has really incorporated new strats into Rac 1, more than any other runner. Like, like I said, people knew Pokeskip was faster, and they knew it was a fair bit faster. But nobody was really like going for record with it. Like there had been, shoutouts to Never Neighbor for getting the first NG Plus record, and Killjoy and Desmond for getting any percent records. But really the veteran runners really hadn't really like sat down and learned Pokeskip. But Atapi did, and not just Pokeskip, but also all of the dust hovers, and Atapi really just said like, well, I'm just gonna get these records and I'm gonna make them good. And now he got the first 17 in NG Plus, he got the first 16 in NG Plus, he got the first 15 in NG Plus. In any percent, he got the first 24, 23, 22, and 21. First 44 in AGB. Now he's been playing all missions, and it looks like he's pretty close to getting the sweep. So really just dominated Rac 1 this year, and I think it's very refreshing, because Rac 1 has been a game where like I said, like the top runners really just weren't doing the new strats. And sure, like people would say, oh well, if Franz comes back and learns Pokeskip, he can get a 16. But well, he didn't do that. So Atapi was the one who actually learned Pokeskip, learned the dust hovers, and got pretty good at the game. And now we can see like he has 4 out of 5 world records. Like that is, I don't know, he's just very good at Rac 1. Like,
yeah, Atapi is definitely like definitely show like a lot of the possibilities that Rac 1 can offer, like especially like his dust hovers. Like pretty much they're the best ones at doing them. Like they just had them like figured out like way before anyone else, so they definitely deserve to be on here.
Yeah, definitely. Next up we have 24/7 Yu-Gi-Oh. This has been an interesting year for me. So like the main thing that I was doing this year was learning every category in the series, which I've basically accomplished it now. Like all that's missing is like the it's Rac 1 all missions, PBSBI, and your all collectibles. And that's definitely been a fun goal. But on top of that, I've also I've gotten world records. Like I got record in Deadlocked AEC, that was with the route, but going mobile, clone home, size matters. I got the size matters sweep this. Well, no, I didn't get the size matters sweep this year, but
Yeah.
I also got. I had size mattered. I had SAC max percent world record until like 5 hours ago.
Yeah,
which is pretty funny. But yeah, I got records in Todd.
Yeah, pretty big like Tysiv as well found in the max percent.
Yeah. But yeah, like Todd aced it at the end of like December last year. All for one, obviously, with NG Plus. And yeah, I think it's just been a really like I think there's been a lot of variety this year, and yeah, I think I had a decent year.
I mean, I think especially with the Going Mobile run this year, like that was like insane to see because the old record looks so hard to beat. Like, and I feel like literally no one else would have gone for it. Like that's a pretty big achievement, I think.
Mm. So okay, next up we have B-Dud, who, like I was talking about earlier, has really just dominated Rift Apart this year. Like, TDEX, as we'll talk about in a bit, had swept PC, and was really challenging B-Dud. And B-Dud just came back and didn't just get the PC records back, but he actually improved every single Rift Apart record, in the space of like a bit over a month. So like, yeah, new records in every single category.
Yeah, and I think we should mention that like there was any new time save found as well. So like it was pretty much just him,
Yeah,
just grinding and grinding.
yeah, there really like hasn't been anything really new. Like, I think he implemented the like nefarious water strat into a few categories, but like really, like he wasn't coming back with like minutes of time save. Like he just locked in and he just played better, really. So yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty crazy year for B-Dud, I would say. Yeah. Then we have Robo. Robo has had like quite the year. Starting off with BL Mod No IMG, when she was going up against Fear. Like Robo, the one thing that I think really defines Robo, like in the way that she runs now, is like she just does the fastest strats. Like whatever's fastest, that's what she learns, and then she just goes for it. And yeah, I mean, it'll take a while to learn, but like once she knows it, I mean, well, she just knows the strat, and now she can just hit the fastest strats in the run. And she really like studies whatever she can, like the Comgold's segmented run, whatever's fastest, and she just applies that. And I mean, we saw later in the year with Deadlock, like she got record. I mean, it wasn't like, obviously, I think some people think it was faster than it actually was, but it was still like, it was certainly, I would say, like pretty fast. And
Yeah,
she has,
it was a couple of months pretty much.
yeah, like, and now she has record in NG Plus and NoLC, and I'm sure she will expand that next year. And yeah, I mean,
We
she's,
went from like the start of the year where she had no MG world record, and now she has like Deadlock world records, and she kind of just proved that she can be pretty much good at anything. She also played Todd this year. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
yeah, and she has pretty solid
but
times.
like
in
I remember,
Pub.
like yeah, exactly, and like especially remember like her like learning Deadlock. Like she like tried a lot of things, and like you said, like she tried just going for the fastest thing possible until she got it down, and like she just decided to like look for a more consistent way to do it. And I mean, it worked out well. Like I think it's definitely the first time that like we saw Yukari getting beaten like since last year.
Yeah,
And the new NG Plus world record for that is also like really big.
yeah. I mean, like NG Plus, like it's it's a 5-minute category now, and like in those like super short categories, like it's pretty hard to find well, like to actually save time. But she got world record. She beat Yukari, who, I mean, like at the start of this year, Yukari was like I don't know, like 30 seconds or I guess like 20 seconds ahead of second place. which is a crazy lead for a 5-minute category.
Yeah.
So she made up that lead, and now she has record.
Yeah, and shoutouts to the co-op War Records as well.
Yeah,
Those
that is true.
are also a thing.
And
So
then
I mean, I definitely expect to see a sweep in Deadlock too.
yeah, I mean that. Yeah, like I'm sure, like once she goes for the sweep, she will have it pretty soon, you know. But anyway, our last nominee is T-Dex, who is our Rookie of the Year this year, and you know, like I was saying, to be nominated for Runner of the Year in your rookie year is that's a pretty crazy feat. But I mean, he deserves it. Like, you know, Rift Apart coming in and getting the PC sweep, like as a newcomer, like yeah, the PC records aren't as good as PS5, but that's still, I mean, you know, you certainly can't just like walk in and take those. Like they were like runs from B-Dub, like they were solid, you know. So sweeping PC in your first year, like that's pretty insane. And then, you know, All for One NG Plus later in the year, like I was saying, I really, you know, it wasn't on my radar that T-Dex was going to get NG Plus world record, because that is, I mean, that is a hard category. Like, you know, the amount of IJs you have to do, like the IJs, they're the easiest type of frame perfect, but you know, when you have to hit like 90 of them in a row, it's still pretty difficult. And when you have to do that like multiple times throughout the run, and so yeah, I was pretty shocked really that he managed to get record. But you know, I guess similar to Robo, he does just seem to do the fastest strats, at least what I could see in All for One. And yeah, he also tried a few other games like SAC, and did a lot of stuff in the prelay. Like really just a phenomenal rookie year. But yeah, I think that is all of the nominees. So it is time to announce the winners. Now, I will say the voting for this between the top three was, I mean, like, it was insanely close. Like, for a good portion of the voting period, it was at a 3-way tie, which is like, I mean, that would be crazy. I was really hoping it would be a 3-way tie, but we'll see what it is. So, in third place, the bronze guy from Runner of the Year goes to Robo. So congratulations to Robo. Now, the silver guy for Runner of the Year goes to no one, because for the first time in Rac Awards history, we have a tie for Runner of the Year. So, your 2025 Runners of the Year are Atapi and 24/7 Yu-Gi-Oh!
Let's go. I mean, yeah, as you said, like the votes were really close. So I mean, it's cool we had our first tie. I don't know if Atapi is in the chat.
Oh, he is.
He is
yeah.
joined. Let me see. Oh, let's go. Hello, Atapi. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes,
we
yes,
can.
we can hear you.
Hello.
That's crazy that there's a tie. That's so cool.
Yeah. That wasn't really expected, but I feel like a lot of people kind of expected like either you or Yugi to be like at the top. So I mean, congratulations to you both. We've seen both of you like push a lot for world records this year, and I mean we got some really good rounds out of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, like this has definitely been a fun year for speedrunning. Because I mean, I just played like so many different things. Um, so yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and I mean, I guess I should say if you're unaware, I will be racing full series Hundo with Ratchet Runner at the end of January. So that's gonna be pretty crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. I've also had fun running, like, especially this last fall when I've gone like all in Rac 1. It's been pretty fun because I just see myself as some random guy at like, I happened to get the record and then I just decided to push the game to its limits, and it's worked out so far. And I'm really happy to see like new people and old people coming back to Rac 1. It's very refreshing because I've heard a lot how the game felt really stale for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. It's also great seeing like someone new, just like pushing it, because I feel like a lot of the times, like you said, like a lot of the new people coming in are just like, oh yeah, I just got world record because of this strat or because of that, but like, not everyone just like kind of like stays and keeps pushing the game. So like you definitely have proved, like, you have proved of being like a great runner because of that, and like I mean it shows like because you've pretty much like swept Rac 1. You're really close.
It is getting close. Now that I'm playing ACM, I'm seeing how good Safi it is at it, so I think it's gonna be really hard to get that record, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. That'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think Rac 1 is definitely like it's going to be a very interesting year for Rac 1 next year.
Absolutely. We finally got the deserved Rac 1 revival.
And yeah, also shout outs to Safi for that run. Like that was a big run.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Such a deserved run too. I literally typed in his chat that I really hope he gets the sub 2 before me because I don't want to like come in and steal his glory because he pushed the category so much. I'm seeing like I'm 5 minutes from his time and I'm seeing all the time like that he pushed down from like I don't remember what his PB was before he went sub 210, but he pushed the category so much. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
And I
funny
mean, shout out
because
to Safin.
yeah, it's kind of funny because like a few years ago, record was a 219 by Janky, and that was a record that had stood for like quite a while, and it was, like it was kind of like an unbeatable record. But now the fact that the category is 20 minutes lower is pretty crazy.
Yeah. I also find it funny that I had decided that I'll never play ACM before we get rid of the grind because I don't want to sit around for like 40 minutes to do that. Look where I am now. It's pretty funny to me. And I gotta say, the grind is actually fun now. The fact that we split it into 2 parts makes it so much more fun. And there's actual skill involved too, which I'm seeing because I'm not even close to Safi's like gold in it. It's so crazy.
Yeah, like that's something like as I'm saying, I'm gonna do full series Hundo. Like a big thing with Hundo categories is the grind, because everyone thinks that there's nothing to it. Like, oh, you're just doing this for 40 minutes. It's like, well, I mean, if you're doing it for 40 minutes, then you can probably save like a couple minutes, right? Like, surely you're not playing perfectly for 40 minutes. And so,
and
really,
it's easily like one of the parts that you lose time very easily by like small mistakes that just stack up on each other.
Yeah. And yeah, I would say in general, like in speedrunning, I think there's almost nothing that has nothing to it really. Like I think if you run anything for long enough, eventually you will find like the tiny optimizations and the small things that are, just save a little bit of time here and there that, in the end you'll say, well, actually there is quite a bit to this. I mean, it's like the old Barlow race in Rac 2, like people would get like a 213 and say, well, it's the race, there's nothing to it. And, Fear would get like a 211 because he just knew, like, he knew everything that there was to it. Well, all right. Do you have anything else that you would like to say?
Oh yeah, I said on the nominee stream that if I happen to win this award, I would give shout-outs because it would be more appropriate to give them after I win than in the nominee stream. So
fair.
big shout-outs to Ricky for the first, because he's the person that got me into the game in 2016. If he didn't run Rac 1, I wouldn't Rac 1. It's that simple. And second, I want to shout out my little brother who also plays Rac and speedruns, and he's the one that told me about Camtech in 2024 and Dust Hovers, and that got me interested to check out the Packless one, which eventually led to me being here. So that's like a crazy coincidence too. And last but not least, I want to shout out Isaac, Pendley, and Kank, especially, but also everyone else who sold Pokeskip before them, because Pokeskip, like I said in the nominee stream, is one of the big reasons why I ended up going for the Rac 1 NG Plus record anyway. So definitely big shout outs to all of them. I wouldn't be here without even a single one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty shocked to find out about like the thing you said about your brother. That's pretty cool, actually.
I mean, he like lurks in the Discord. I don't know if he watches this. Like he does his own thing. If he wants to say something, he can. But I'm not gonna like say, oh, come into the community and do this and that.
Yeah.
But he does actually have the world record for the Kalibo 3 hoverboard race by 2 seconds over me. So that's actually really funny. I've told him that to record it, but he just hasn't. So.
Hidden record.
Wait, that's actually so funny.
That's
yeah.
You dropped so much lore on us.
Yeah.
And
right,
also, I mean, we've like labbed Struts together too. If we like go to our parents and play there, so it's very fun to have like someone close to you that also likes Rac speedrunning, and you can do stuff IRL too. It's very fun.
Yeah, that is a pretty crazy lore drop. But yeah, congratulations. I guess if I am gonna shout out people, I would definitely say shout out to the people that I've competed with this year. So first of all, Torp, like big shout outs to Torp. I think they should have been nominated for this category. But yeah, like the battle we had over Todd NG Plus, like that was pretty crazy. We swapped world record back and forth 10 times, which is not something that I've ever had with someone in speedrunning. It isn't actually something that's happened like at all in the Rac community. The like the biggest chain of world record swaps apart from that was I think 9. So yeah, I mean that was a crazy battle and that was a lot of fun. I've also got to give a shout out to TDEX for the All for One NG Plus competition. Like that, that was really interesting. And yeah, I mean, like again, he really surprised me that he managed to get world record that quickly. I also shout out Ratchet Runner for the Sack Hondo and Max Percent battles. That was pretty cool. I I guess in Clone Home I competed with Sin and Mobius. I don't know if I'm forgetting anyone, but yeah, I think that's about it. So congratulations, Atapi. And yeah,
Congrats to you
Congratulations to you
too,
both.
Yugi.
all right. Well, I guess those are our winners. So yeah, make sure you don't leave the stream yet, because we do still have the clip compilation, of course. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, I mean, pretty cool year, I've got to say.
Yeah, this year, I would have never expected a year like this. I'm gonna be honest. Like after last year, was like, yeah, like maybe we'll see like some activity like dying down or something. But we really popped off this year. Like,
Yeah,
both as I said like earlier, both in terms of rookies, just activity in general, a lot of people playing, and I can only hope that 2026 is gonna be like this year.
yeah. I mean, like we saw, I think, like we saw a lot of collaboration in the strats. We saw a lot of people returning. We saw a lot of new runners. Like I would say we popped off.
Yeah, I
But
feel like this year, like almost every game had activity at some point as well.
yeah. All right. Well, if that's all we've got to say, then I guess I will just start the clips. So, thank you for hosting with me. And yeah, I think that's about it.
The worst.
All right. Well,
See y'all and take care. See you.
bye.